should catch them any moment. Still no break. Off now. They began in a good line. Boomshanker's got good early speed. Dragon Link's well away today, right there in second position. Mashani Example rushing forward. Issy Star and Sweet Hesitation, fourth and fifth as they drive into the first bend, then Ode to Beauty. A gap to Body Snatcher, Destiny Summit, and Australasia is last of all. 700 left to run. Boomshanker, after the smart start, was able to cross to the rail. Keeps out Mashani Example, leads it by a head as they went by the 600 metres. Dragon Link looks to be going cosily in third. Sweet Hesitation parked fourth the outer. Followed then by Ode to Beauty up to fifth. Issy Star off the bit, losing ground, then Body Snatcher, and well back was Australasia and Destiny Summit. They're homeward bound by the 300 metres. The favourite Boomshanker in front. Mashani Example running a race at odds. Sweet Hesitation pulled to the outside. Dragon Link behind them and under pressure. Then Ode to Beauty. Boomshanker's in all sorts here, drifting off. Mashani Example coming in it strongly, and there are some flyers down through the inside. Look at Destiny Summit. Destiny Summit shot through along the inside, and an upset of the first at Doomben. Beat home Australasia. Wow, big divvies here. Then either Mashani Example or Ode to Beauty with Boomshanker. Dragon Link didn't come on, then Body Snatcher. And out to the tail, stopping quickly, Sweet Hesitation. And Issy Star arriving in last in 1:5:02.
Well, Destiny Summit has burst through near the inside. Likewise, Australasia coming through. And we're waiting on third. Mashani Extreme looks like being there. And then number 10, Ode to Beauty, who raced up on the outside. And Boomshanker between them. Boomshanker just had to do too much work to cross Dragon Link. Dragon Link sort of put in a couple of rough strides, and then it was sort of up for grabs, that race, 200 out, and they were coming from all over the globe. Boomshanker wanting to shift out a little bit under pressure late there, and he had to take hold on Sweet Hesitation, but Destiny Summit has come through to get up and score. Here's the head-on. Now, keep your eye on the leader here, Boomshanker. She's one length off the rails, or one horse off the rails. Shani Extreme on the outside, and then she's wanting to shift out over the final part. And there's a bit of tightening out wide, and then the gap presents itself for Destiny Summit to come right through and get up and score. Australasia following Destiny Summit through. So that's 3 wins on the trot for this 2-year-old by Gold Standard. It's taken him a little while to hit his straps. And that's now 8 starts for 3 wins. Ridden by Michael Hellier, trained by Brian Gentle at Bow Desert. So there are the totes. 1950 and 4. Australasia 1090. Mashani Extreme 640. And then Ode to Beauty. So a bit of a rough old start after the first at Doomben. Placings here 2-11, 3 and 10.
Of course, Brian Gentle joins us. Destiny Summit, firstly, congratulations on the Metro win. You've got this horse absolutely flying.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a team effort. So, he's always shown good ability, and, hence why we started him off early and starting to pay the fruits now.
You started him off in some fairly decent races, and he sort of acquitted himself quite well. That was sort of when he was a colt. Maturity and the gelding, you'd say, have really brought him on?
Look, it's definitely brought him on, but, I thought he was good enough to be there early days, and, a lot of things didn't go right at home, sort of leading into those races. So, it was disappointing, watching him perform like that early days, but, he's come back bigger and stronger, and, we couldn't be more happier.
Yeah, he's a magnificent-looking animal for sure. What are going to be your plans with him now?
Well, the original plan was actually for him to run at Randwick today. And, and then, if he happened to have got away with the race down there, we'd have probably left him down there for the San Domenico or something like that.
Yeah,
but that sort of race is on the cards, and we'll see how he comes through for today.
Fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, let's have a chat with winning jockey Michael Hellier. Is that 3 from 3 on this fellow?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Look, he's I can't wait to see him out to 1400. First time I won him at Wollongbar was only 1,000. Same deal today. He was run off his feet. Hit the line really good. Last start was very messy. We were wide the whole way, but he got the job done there. I was hoping he'd run the horse last week. It was a 1,200 last week, and it drew 14, but I was still trying to convince him to run it because he doesn't show much speed anyway, because I thought he could win, and he said, no, I'll freshen him up for this week, and he's done the right thing, so...
Yeah, he's doing a great job with this horse. And the track, I noticed you've got a little bit of dirt on you, so it's got that bit of give in it.
Yeah, it does. I think as the day goes on, it'll cut up a bit more. Hopefully this rain holds off, but there's definitely a bit of moisture in the track.
Great start to the day. Well done.
Cheers. Thanks, Bernie. Ta.
Of 6, and they're ready to jump. Starter Horrendo Anderson has the button. Racing. On the inside, Cicada began well, showing early speed. Weigel Tiger, Skyforce punching through. Could all of those red colours about fourth away. Then came Space Age, trying to work forward, and Indifference goes out to be last. They head into the first bend, and Weigel Tiger takes up the roller's pacemaker, slips away, leads from Space Age, travelling to second, and Cicada, he's going to grab the box seat in third, and Skyforger back into fourth. Then Cadal, the favourite is fifth over on the inside, and Indifference sixth the outer. They head down the back straight, going by the 1,000 metres, and Weigel Tiger, now Sutherland attempts to slow the tempo. He's going to try and do it all the way over the mile, leading Space Age by a neat length. Cicada's in third, and Skyforger, he's poised fourth the outside. Just inclined to go at Ted Keatley as they reach the halfway mark, 800 from the judge. Cadal Indifference the last pair. On the side of the course, 700 left to run. Weigel Tiger doing it all right so far. Lead Space Age in second. Racing third was Cicada. He's had a good run. Then came Skyforge. Now Indifference makes the first move, taking off 3 and 4 wide, and Cadal, he's going to have to come from last to win. The first 1,000 metres in 61 and 47. They round the turn, short of 400 left to run, and on straightening, Weigel Tiger in front. Space Age having a crack on the outside. Cicada behind them. Cadal, he gets into the clear. Skyforce Indifference, they're both struggling. Weigel Tiger, Space Age nearly on terms. Cadal a length behind them. Space Age the outside. Weigel Tiger won't give up. Then came Cadal. Space Age reached the lead. There's one for Ange. Space Age first, beat Weigel Tiger. Cadal, then Cicada, Skyforger, and a gap to Indifference. Last home in 137.11.
Well, Space Age has got up to beat Weigel Tiger and Cadal. And Ange Jones getting a win up there, so it puts her 2 clear now. And he sat off the pace there. Weigel Tiger wanted the lead. Space Age had been leading, but today took the trail outside or back a length off, outside of Weigel Tiger, travelling nicely. It took him a while to get the upper hand, but Ange didn't miss him over the last 100. She knows what it means to get this over the line, Space Age. It's been about a year since he won his last race, trained by Kieran Maher, and that breaks a little bit of a run of outs from memory for the Maher stable here in Brisbane. And it's Ange Jones who did the job there on Space Age. So good performance by him. Weigel Tiger gets second, Cadal, and then 7 Cicada picks up fourth. Skyforger just didn't turn up at all today. He's finished at the rear. So that's the story, Bernie, with Space Age getting up. We don't have any trainer, but Ange has got a win, so that's a 2-win buffer now, leading into the last day on Wednesday.
Right, every win is important any time of the year, but particularly when you're fighting out your first senior premiership, as these two ladies are. And obviously she's on the hot favourite in the first, who was beaten. So it's a really nice sort of bounce back here with this Kieran Maher trained galloper. So as you mentioned, no trainer here. 5 beats 2, 8 and 7, 136.95. Alrighty, let's have a chat with our winning jockey, Ange Jones. Ange, every win's important any time of the year, but particularly when you are fighting out a premiership, so well done.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to get on the board early in the day, that's for sure, and very grateful to ride a winner for Kieran Maher, obviously. Hopefully a few more can come.
Absolutely. Take us through the race.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. I thought I'd be either leading or outside leader. I thought Weigel Tiger might take a sit, but he didn't today, and it still panned out well because I was able to put the pressure on into the corner to ensure it wasn't a sit and sprint, because there's probably a few in that field that have a sharper sprint than him today, but he had the fitness on this side and he sees out the trip.
Yeah, well, that's right, sees out the trip, because there are only 6, but only 3 of them have seen out the trip previously, and this bloke was one of them.
Yeah, and that's why we had to ensure it wasn't just a sit and sprint.
Well done.
Thank you.
Overcast skies, no rain, they're off. Kairos Louis made a smart start off the rails gate. Cold One began with gusto. Outturn now's got early speed, so has Let Fly and More Love and Gillaroo. 5 and 6 wide, scorching towards the top. Chasing Adams settling a bit better than midfield, and then came He-Man, followed by Tag and I. There's Rock Hard Love in the gold colours, settling with 4 behind them. They are Watermelon, Hey Siri, Plea Deal and Pele Princess. Down the back, short of 1200 left to Rana. Kairos Louis used barrier 1 to full advantage. Keeps out Let Fly and Gillaroo, currently parked 3 wide doing some work. More Love in 4th, outside of Cold One, 5th the rail. A length and a half behind that pair came Outturn Now. He-Man midfield inside of Chasin' Adam. 2 to Rock Hard Love, about 7 to 8 off the lead as they're at the halfway mark, and then Tack and I, Watermelon, Hey Siri, Plea Deal and Pele Princess. Little change to the running order and the speed is genuine. 700 metres from the judge and Kairos Louis held together 3/4 Gillaroo in 2nd. Let Fly 3rd. 4th there was More Love at the 600. The first 1,000, 63 and 21. That's not overly fast. Making a run now is Outturn Now. Emily Lang is sending it forward 3 and 4 wide. Chasing Adam running on. Cold One drop back. He-Man and Rock Love, they're worse in midfield and they've got work to do. Thundering for home, 300 left to Rana. Kairos Louis in full flight. More Love sailed up strongly on the outside. Outturn Now wider. Rock Hard Love is making a run between runners and Chasing Adam was deeper. Kairos Louis on the inside is trying to grip on. More Love is trying hard. Rock Hard Love up to 3rd. Kairos Louis finding plenty at 1. Kairos Louis from either Rock Hard Love or More Love. Then Chasin' Adam, followed by Let Fly, Outturn Now, Plea Deal. Then came Cold One, Watermelon, Hey Siri, Gillaroo, He-Man, Tack and I and Pele Princess whipped them in 1:38 and 39.
Right down the bottom, number 18, Kairos Louis, trained by Christos Zentilis, $492. Close for the minors, Rock Hard Love, and I think More Love, and then Chasin' Adam. So number 18, taken to the lead and controlling the tempo from the start by Luke Dempsey, and he has been able to win 3rd up from a spell. So Christos has kept him to the 1,600 metres this time in with happy results. The Irishman popping a couple on him, and he usually gives a good kick, this guy, so it's no surprise to see him kicking strongly inside the 100, and he has got up to score. Now, Rock Hard Love just had a bit of a job trying to get clear running. You can see back there in the on-track yellow colours. Still waiting on that 2nd spot. It's between the 5 and also... is it Outturn Now or the 11 More Love? We'll just confirm that in a few moments' time, Bernie, but Christos is also doing the strapping duties.
Yes, this will be, a huge moment for Christos. He's a one-man band there at Deagon with his small team of horses. So a Saturday winner it's like winning a group race for him here today. Come on down and have a chat with us, Christos. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Very delighted for this horse to get a Saturday Metropolitan win next to his name.
Absolutely, and I think you were pretty confident coming into today.
Yeah, well, I just mapped it out from the start. 3rd up, we just wanted to give him a chance in town. He finally has drawn a gate. He's always drawn wide most of his career, and today he's finally drawn barrier 1 and did no work early, and he was too good for them late.
Yeah, that's right, and he was obviously really nice and rock hard fit today as well.
Yeah, I think there's still a little bit more improvement to come. He was just looking for that bit of give in the ground, and he got that today, so we're happy.
Are you looking to step him out over a longer trip next start?
We'll just see how he pulls up, and we'll decide in the next couple of weeks.
How many are you training there at the moment?
I've got 5 in work at the moment. Just happy to keep it under 5-8 horses and do most of the work myself. And Jeff and one of my track work riders, Chelsea Francis, she does a lot of work on this horse, so a credit to the small team. It's good.
It's fantastic to see. You enjoy the win.
Thank you.
All right, there is Christos Antillas doing a superb job with Kairos Louis here. We've got a dead heat, it looks, for 2nd there, 5 and 11, and 12 back in 4th spot. 1:38.28 the total time. All righty, let's have a chat with winning jockey Luke Dempsey now, and congratulations on the win here on Kairos Louis, and he was really sticking the head out and doing his best late, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was good. First he got a little bit weary up the straight, but he was good and tough, and he fought them off well. It was a really good win.
Yeah, And Chris said he was pretty confident. Did he fill you with confidence?
Yeah, he did. He didn't give me too much instructions, but he was confident doing a big race from that gate. So he jumped well. I just let him stride forward for the first furlong or two, and when nothing really wanted to go, I was happy enough to dictate from there. And once he's kicked the top of straight, he was really good to the line.
A bit of give in this track today.
Yeah, he appreciates getting his side to the track, so it's a good win.
Well done.
Thank you.
On for the fourth. They're set to go, and they're racing now. Ramp It Up began quite well. Just had to be ridden by Wheeler to try and hold its position. Backstage fast away with Sir Goldenlot. Third away, Heavenly Love. Ramp It Up fourth. Victory Flame came out well. Couldn't find a spot, and a putter going between runners. Near the inside there was Dracena. I'm Heroic was just tight for room as they went to the back straight. Then came Heavenly Impact, drifting back Bollinger Miss. A putter's down in the second half of the field. Then came Everywhere Laraday, and Mr. O'Reilly is last of all. Sir Goldenlot pushed her on the inside, kept out Ramp It Up, and they go together, and they run it at a fairly good gallop by the 1,000 metres. Backstage eases back to be third, he's 3 lengths away. Dracena's getting a tidy run fourth the fence. Now a putter went forward, went back, and now goes forward again. So up around the outside of the 800 metres, Victory Flame deep with cover. Then came Heavenly Love, Heavenly Impact, I'm Heroic, Mr. O'Reilly, Laraday Everywhere, and Bollinger Miss shuffled out to be last. Travelling down the side, 600 left to Rana. Sir Goldenlot in control, 62.02. The first 1,000 metres from Ramp It Up. A putter is third, Dracena fourth, and she's probably had the best run, ready to strike. Backstage coming off the bit, Victory Flame always deep. Heavenly Impact, Mr. O'Reilly headed the rest. Dracena gets off heels now and comes after Ramp It Up, who race to the lead in the straight. Ramp It Up the leader. Dracena on the outside is trying hard. They pair off clear of a putter, and then came Victory Flame. It's Ramp It Up on the inside. Dracena on the outside. They're going stride for stride. Dracena might have the head in front. Ramp It Up not giving in. They hit the line. Dracena, I'd say, from Ramp It Up. Backstage up for third. Fourth, possibly Heavenly Love. Then Bollinger Miss, Laraday, followed by Heavenly Impact. A putter weakened. So did Victory Flame. I'm Heroic. And the trailers were Mr. O'Reilly, with also Backstage and Sir Goldenlot in 1:37 and 26.
So 7, 3, 14 and 8. Number 7, Drakena, coming off a comfortable maiden victory first up. She's only had the 2 starts for Troy Pascoe, and she's got 2 wins on the board, and ridden by Anthony Allen. She sat behind them getting the world's best run in transit there, and he started to pump her along. You could see coming towards the bend and had a 3 deep ready to pounce. Like he always does, he's always up for the fight. Ramp It Up. She headed him, he came back, and I reckon he headed her again. He's had the last laugh over the last 20 or 30 metres, but Ramp It Up would not lie down at any point. And then you can see a gap away to Backstage, back in third. And then Heavenly Note by the looks of it. So here we are turning into the straight, and poor old punter. A few of them got flattened entering that first turn, and he was one of them. He's had a torrid trip there, and the other fellow, Victory Flame, also ended up 4 and 5 deep. And what we're noticing over the final part there, Bernie, is just how Ramp It Up was all over the shop. We know that he can do that, but he ducked out very noticeably there. But it didn't make any difference because the filly was just a tad too good for him. Drakena.
Yeah, Maxie, she was today, and in fairness, she had the pull in the weight. She had 54, he had 57 and a half, so that was the winning move. Troy Pascoe, who's on a mighty run at the moment, joins us for a chat, and you must have been thrilled when she came to your stable because she had already showed a lot of potential.
Yeah, I was over the moon. She's probably the better one that Steve's got at the moment, but it wasn't real hard to train her. The writing was on the wall, so... Yeah, there wasn't much thought behind it all. Just put it all together and hope it come to fruition. So.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to be at the top of the mast, and that's you. So you're doing a great job. Obviously, it's not easy to go maiden open 3-year-old. So she won the maiden by 5.5 lengths, and she wins again today.
Yeah, she couldn't have won more impressive the other day. She's already been placed here in 3-year-old company, so we knew she was capable of coming down here and winning. So
I'm thinking Steve wouldn't have been surprised today.
no, I don't know where he is. He was trying to get a bet on before, so I hope he got it on.
Let's hope he got it on. There could be a little something extra coming your way. Enjoy the win.
Let's hope. Thank you.
All right, there he is, winning trainer Troy Pascoe. Of course, Anthony Allen in the saddle. 7 beats 3, 14 and 8. 1:37.15 the total time there. All righty, let's have a chat with our winning jockey, Anthony Allen. And Anthony, it ended up a real sort of dogfight, didn't it, inside that last sort of furlong for you? You had an advantage weight-wise, didn't you?
100% with the weight. I was pretty confident with it after last start. Last start was pretty impressive to me. Just still seemed to be going through gears really well, and I feel like it's going to get further eventually. But today, sort of peeled out. The other one just sort of made maybe work for me money anyway.
Yeah. You did enjoy a picture-perfect run throughout the race, though.
Yeah, 100%. Good gate sort of helped out half there, and sort of got a nice squeeze through and peeled out beautifully. Just took a lot longer to wind up. I thought I was going to hit the front nice and strong, but just sort of, like I said, she's still putting it together and seems to be really rolling through her gears really nicely though.
You had a lot better company today as well.
Yeah, 100%. So I was confident. I brought the little family, little Hugo and Lani, so I was like, come on, let's have a show. So it was good.
Yeah, Dad's really turned up. Well done.
Thank you.
And they're probably better than Class 3 class. Ready as ever goes in. He's for the girls is the outsider, will be the last one up. So dull conditions now for the remainder of the day at Doomben. They're all in. There's the red light. Moreton Higher, Class 3 platers, race 5. Racing. Starters Delight, they bounced as one. Johnny DeWolf at End Assembly with a 2 first to go. Run with the Tide is now spearing between the pair. We've got a line of 3. Gospel Girl just eases out of that speed battle, settles in 4th. Then Ready as Ever, followed by Lead Me On. Taken back at the start to be second last, and He's for the Girls is in last position. They sweep into the first bend. 800 left to run. Run with the Tide, pushing on, takes control. End Assembly surrendering the front, and Johnny DeWolf goes up outside the pair. Gospel Girl trailing in 4th, Ready as Ever 5th, Lead Me On 6th, second last, and 2 to He's for the Girls last, 6 off the lead. The first split 36 and 22. The field makes its way to the turn, just over 400 left to run. Run with the Tide is running freely. Johnny DeWolf closing on the outside, he's a neck away as they straighten for home. Then End Assembly, Gospel Girl peels to the outside, and Lead Me On is chiming in as well. Ready as Ever, He's for the Girls next. Run with the Tide headed off by Johnny DeWolf, but Lead Me On the outside is posing a strong danger. Gospel Girl can't go with them. Johnny DeWolf and Lead Me On. Lead Me On got the upper hand close to home. Back-to-back city wins within the week. Lead Me On beat Johnny DeWolf, Gospel Girl, Run with the Tide. Then Ready as Ever, End Assembly didn't put in, and He's for the Girls last throughout in 111.12.
So number 14, Lead Me On, the 3-year-old. Too good for the opposition today. Johnny DeWolf up there nice and handy, battles on well. Gospel Girl, she got into the clear at the right time and then Run with the Tide. But what a totally different horse. His demeanour today, he meant business. He was serious. Cody Cottis got enough tempo in the race to bring him back. They didn't really slacken the tempo. They kept it on, which helped this horse. And when he got into the outside at the top of the straight, he really attacked the line. He had a couple of targets, whereas last week he was left in front too soon at Eagle Farm, and it appeared that he clocked off about 100 out and idled to the post. But today he just looked a different horse. The way he carried his head, Cody with the persuader in the right hand because he can hang in a little bit, and this is a very, very smart horse. He always has been, ever since that he went around Burnie as a 2-year-old in one of those debut races from memory. Chris Anderson's taken his time with him and I think starting to reap the rewards now.
Yeah, he's done a marvellous job with this horse. You mentioned the ability he showed early doors, and we know Chris as a very patient trainer, so I'm about to catch up with him and get all the goss on this horse, but he has come back in fine form and there'd be no happier man than his trainer about that. Well done.
Oh, well done to the owners. A privilege to train for these guys, giving me an opportunity. bought by Mick Malone for 50 grand. So we're having a ball. He's just such an honest racehorse. A little bit of doubt today with the track, obviously with the downgrade, but he just keeps improving as a racehorse. That was a pretty strong Class 3 today. So there's better things to come. We'll come back in 3 weeks. We may go again. Cody rode him a treat. That was the plan, to be a little bit more conservative today than what we were the other day, where he just probably wanted to over-race and overdo it a touch. So full credit to Cody, a very mature ride.
Yeah, why did he have to have the 12 months off? What sort of happened to him?
Oh, this is a benefit of training for guys like Max and Neil and David Geisman, in the fact that he came back. I just wasn't happy with him, Bernie. I thought he hadn't thrived with his break, and I just thought, you know what, let's just turn him out, give him a nice break and start again. And they allowed me to do that, and now we're reaping the rewards as a result.
Indeed. Cashing in. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
All right, let's have a chat to our winning jockey. Now, that was a nice ride. You gave this horse plenty of patience.
Yeah, absolutely. He jumped really well, but I don't think he's a horse who can really fire up, and he probably gets overdoing it when you do. So I was happy to just come back and let him settle, and I didn't think I was getting beat from the 600. I was just really trucking into it, and it really put him away in good fashion today.
Yeah, so Cody, when he got to the outside and he really started to spin those wheels and get the revs up, he must have felt pretty good.
Absolutely. I just knew I had a lot more horse towards the last furlong and 300 metres, because I was just cruising around the corner, and yeah, he really extended today and put him away.
Hasn't taken much rain to just deteriorate a little bit this track?
Yeah, I probably thought it was the worst side of a 6, maybe just a 7, but the kickback's all right and it's holding up okay, so we'll get through the day.
Brilliant ride, well done.
Thank you.
All right, there is Cody Collis. What a superb ride that was. 14 beats 2, 16 and 5.
It's good support. Celestial Fury here late, $10 into 7. A bit of a Blarney's at $8. Bengal Boys at 9. And we always seem to lay Phillipsburg. He's got his supporters. He's a $10 chance. And he's actually the third most popular runner out.
Manazzi off the inside and Celestial Fury both began well. Beckamo tucks in behind them early. Now Artful Girl, the Irish, they're sweeping forward. So too Bit of the Blarney and Acriteri right down the outside, heading up towards the top. They'll sort themselves out of the first call. The Irish is just behind them. Phillipsburg settling a touch worse than midfield, then Bengal Boy. Followed by Pico Rocks. He's drifting well back as they head down to the winning post the first time. Then Knife's Edge, Ahariri and Sakudo, the roughie, settles at the tail end. Into the bottom bend, 1600 left to run, and they have sorted themselves out. And from outside alley to running rail, Acriteri now in control. Bit of the Blarney second, Manazzi Park third, the leaders back. And Artful Girl slotted in nicely, fourth, 1 out and 1 back as they go by the 1400 metres. Celestial Fury, 3 back on the inside of Beckamo. So Jones and Lang race together, keeping an eye on each other. 3 wide going forward, the Irish. He's had no luck in the earlier middle part. Then came Bengal Boy, Phillipsburg, Knife's Edge. A long way back, Pico Rocks and Ahariri and Sakudo, the tail end pair, 15 off the lead. Along the back straight, 1100 left to run. Acriteri leads the way. The Irish still 3 wide, but pushing on relentlessly. Bit of the Blarney's jockey grabs hold, settles third, now behind the lead pair. Manazzi over in fourth, Artful Girl fifth. She's had a good run in transit. 2 to Celestial Fury and Beckamo, still keeping company. 2 lengths away then came Phillipsburg, about to try and travel into the picture outside of Bengal Boy. A long way back, Pico Rocks, Knife's Edge, Ahariri and 2 to Sakudo, who whipped them in. 700 left to run. The Irish is peppering Acriteri in front. Led it by a neck but can't cross it. Bit of the Blarney camp right behind them in third. Artful Girl fourth. Manazzi comes off the bit. Beckamo is being ridden patiently but starts to run on now. Pico Rocks trying to make a dash around them. Celestial Fury sticking to the inside. Then Bengal Boy, Phillipsburg, Knife's Edge, Ahariri and Sakudo was a long last in the straight. 300 left to run. The Irish, despite a wide run, went by Acriteri. Bit of the Blarney giving it secure on the outside, running on fairly. Then came Celestial Fury and Bengal Boy. It's the Irish in front. 100 metres left to go. He's packing a good punch. He's packing a winning punch. In fact, he goes further ahead. The Irish backed at long odds. Beat home Bit of the Blarney or Acriteri, who kicked again. Then Artful Girl, Celestial Fury, followed by Bengal Boy, Phillipsburg. Beckamo didn't run on. Then Pico Rocks, Manazzi, Knife's Edge, Sakudo, and Ahariri was a long last.
Number 16, the Irish, trained by James Healy at the Sunshine Coast, and Siobhan Rutledge in the saddle. And she really rode him out hard the last 200 metres, and he's careered away from the opposition. So there's one, Born in a Swamp. Number 16, a 5-year-old by Hazard, who'd never been on a heavy before, but absolutely relished the ground. His legs are going that quick. He sort of stumbled a bit at one point in the home straight, but the further they go, the more control he has over the race, and he puts up an ever-widening 3.5 lengths. Now, Bit of the Blarney is trying to hold on for second there, so we'll just confirm the mitre places, but this was 3 deep, the Irish, most of the way. Now, here we go. Bit of the Blarney holds on. Akrotiri gets third, and then Artful Girl, who was ridden well by Monty Sava, put into a lovely spot. Emily Lang had Beckamo in the right spot, but didn't come on in the home straight. This just had plenty on the opposition, Bernie, the Irish.
That was extraordinary, wasn't it? I mean, I know he only had 52.5 kilos on his back, but James and the new connections, I'm sure, will be absolutely over the moon with that. He just sort of cruised up there and made the most of 52.5 kilos. It's great for our little Irish lassie too, Siobhan. What a superb ride. But let's talk to James first, the master at the helm here. So tell me about, when did you get this fellow?
Yeah, I got him just before last run. Probably gave him a month in between from when Lee had him, and he came to me in impeccable order. Yes. It was a little bit daunting getting one off Lee, but look, the 1600 last start was definitely too short. He just got caught up there and had to pop out when you didn't want to that day, and I thought today was just a perfect step up, and when the rain came I was just laughing, and I honestly didn't think he could get beat, but Siobhan rode him just absolute treat, never panicked, just let him roll, and I said, I'm telling you now, 600 from home, he'll have him beat if you're in front. So, no.
Well, she timed that to perfection.
She did, and just, no panic either, and I just want to say a big thank you to the owners. They, trusted me, and second start, we got a Saturday win, and I tell you what, he's only Northern Hemisphere bred, so he's only rising 5, and I tell you what, next year he's going to be a bloody good horse.
Whoa, and as you say, he did come to you in good order from the one and only Lee Friedman. Yeah,
I got to thank their team. They did a wonderful job with him, and I was just lucky enough to be handed the keys.
That's a nice way of putting it. Obviously, when you're looking for lightweight jockeys, Siobhan's right up there, isn't she?
Yeah, it was a bit of an omen. She rang me for the ride, and I said, it's an omen, the Irish on the Irish. And it was a super ride. Really, really stoked with that.
Yeah, you're right. So Irish duo, mix made in heaven. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
All right, super job. There he is, James Healy, doing a great job with the Irish. And, of course, our very own Irish jockey, Siobhan Rutledge, in the saddle. 16 beats 13, 1 and 12. All right, let's have a chat to our winning jockey, Siobhan Rutledge, riding the Irish, named after your home country. How does that feel?
Yeah, look, any winner feels good. I just saw it in there. I had a light weight. I gave James a call. I saw its name. I said, I have to call him now. So, no, it worked out. James filled me full of confidence going out. He said he'll stay well. He loves the soft track. Obviously, we got a shower of rain about an hour ago, so it just really loosened it up for him. And no, it all worked out. I thought they were going quite steady, so I let him roll on. And there was no stopping him. Yeah.
Well judged ride. Enjoy the win.
I don't know. Yeah, thank you.
So both Don't Stop and Set to Shine are out. Both have failed the vet test. Don't Stop and Set to Shine, both late scratching. Sultry Sirens moved up. Red light on. Racing now. Winston Smurfield, normally a good beginner, missed the kick. Super Duck flew out. Swiss Exile showing early speed. Castilia was third away. Winston Smurfield after the slow start, improving along the rail. And a Mers out 3 wide, but the jock taking hold. Then came Deep Respect. Cunnamulla fella, and in the depleted field, it's Sultry Siren at the tail end. Down by the 1,000 metres. Swiss Exile outside of the lightly weighted Super Duck. And Stacey Callow has a good hold on Super Duck, leading Swiss Exile by 3/4 of a length. Racing third, the fence was Winston Smurfield. Castilian, fourth the outside, getting a good run mid-race. Emerged 2 away in fifth, and then came Deep Respect, Catamala Fella and Sultry Siren, last of the 8. Don't Stop and Set to Shine late scratchings. By the 600 metres, the first 750 in 46.11. Pace Only Fair, Super Duck leads away again. Swiss Exile moves up on the outside to have a crack. Castilian, Jones sitting pretty in third, waiting to make a move. Winston Smurfield off the bit. Sultry Siren sneaking inside runs. A bird to the outside. Catamala Fella even wider, and then came Deep Respect. They are mud splattered. Super Duck on the inside, bobbing and going strongly from Swiss Excel on the outside. Then came Castilian. Super Duck's in front with 100 metres left to go. They're trying hard to get Super Duck, but Super Duck pulling out plenty in the conditions. Too good. Super Duck first, beat home Castilian. Third was Sultry Siren, a Mur in fourth. Then came Swiss Exile, followed by Catamala Fella, Deep Respect, and Winston Smurfield last home in 1:22.27.
Yeah, well, he's Super Duck, the best named horse racing here today, trained by Michael Hemmings. And Super Duck, ridden by Stacey Callow with the claim, has been able to go all the way on his preferred track conditions, $22.30 and $4.80. Castilian might get second, or Sultry Siren is there towards the inside. And we can see Swiss Exile just dropping off a little bit later. Mur getting into fourth. So past the post, it looks like Castilian will clearly get that second, then Sultry Silent, then a Mur. But it's all about this winner, number 14. He absolutely flew out of the gates. I think most of us expected Winston Smurfield to have a play for the lead, but he clearly missed the kick, whereas Super Duck was shanghaied out of the gates. He went straight to the lead like he did here back on May 17 on a heavy 8, and he went all the way beating Banana Slide in the BM78. But today, in a BM85, he gets similar conditions underfoot, straight to the front again, and home he goes. 14.9, 15.3. We saw the conditions of that race in particular when they were going down the back. This track is really deteriorating, isn't it? And then again, we saw that in the home straight. Some of the colours were hardly recognisable.
All righty, let's have a chat with our winning jockey, Stacey Callow. And how exciting to be riding your first Saturday winner here in Brisbane.
Yeah, it is. It's a great thrill. Yeah, he was just too good.
An absolute wet tracker. What were the confidence levels like when you were legged aboard?
Yeah, when the rain was coming, I was pretty confident. Once he got in front, I knew they were going to catch him. He just got through the ground too good.
And you were keen to keep that spot, knowing that that's how he likes to race. Obviously, Swiss Exile was sort of wanting to give it to you a little bit.
Yeah, Cody on the outside of me, he was just over-racing a little bit, but I didn't want to come back. I thought we're better off going a little bit quicker, just keeping him happy, and he was happy to do so.
All right, a great effort. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Haven't called it the darker conditions. Ready to break. Racing. The roughy safe work missed the start, went back to last. Apart from that, it was a good line out, and he'll get the early lead. Goldsborough is flying through Atwood's Head, keeping right up there. All that pizzazz outside of him, and the big goodbye. He's 3 and 4 wide in the first call. Natuno tucking in behind that quartet. They're beating safe work for speed. He's about 4 away last. Into the first bend, 800 left to Rana. Goldsborough leads, but has one off the rail. Atwood's Head was protecting the fence. Racing third, all that pizzazz. The big goodbye, well, he's in for a wide run. He can't get in. Stuck out there in the cheap seats. Natuno in the red and yellow colours just behind them. He loves the wet Natuno, and he's travelling strongly to the race. And safe work was detached from them. 3 off last. Onto the turn, 400 left to Rana, and the leader on straightening was Goldsborough, 1 away from the rail. Natuno's there to strike if good enough. He's had every opportunity. Then came the big goodbye, all that pizzazz pulled to the outside. Then Atwood's Head and safe work. Goldsborough the leader. Natuno, it's do or die on the outside now. He comes after Goldsborough with 100 metres left to go. Goldsborough and Natuno in a great battle. Goldsborough in for the fight lifting. Natuno picking on his run. Goldsborough, Natuno. Goldsborough beat Natuno. Third Atwood's End. Fourth either all that pizzazz or safe work. And the big goodbye. Last one over the line in 1:12.87.
Oh, Goldsborough has beaten Natuno. Well, the rising 8-year-old, he's by Headwater, trained by Jack Duncan. And he's backed this horse in a big way. He broke a long run of outs, Bernie, last start here. This course and distance in a benchmark 90. The open handicap today, he's been able to do it again. He always races well here at Doomben, and he just wouldn't lie down just when Natuno looked to have him 2 or 3 times.
He just worried him out of it. I mean, Natuno likes it if it's easy, but if it gets hard, he's not that happy. And obviously Goldsborough just gave enough kick to really put him off his game, didn't he? And yeah, what a marvel. I mean, he's won 550-odd thousand now for Connections and Jack Duncan, and he's just been a wonderful, wonderful horse, as all of these horses have been.
They have been, and they all got around safely there. I think Witsy near the inside, at Wits End, has got third, another old-timer who has been doing a great job, and all that pizzazz. Here we go, 9, 4, 5 and 6. Rather safe work gets that 4th spot, just ahead of all that pizzazz.
All right, that is it for us here today. We hope you found a winner or two. Race 9 hopefully will be run and won on Wednesday, along with the rest of our midweek card.